Hello, hello, it is Lara Joe, SirenSong Lover. Hope you're having a beautiful night, day, morning, evening, wherever you are. Come on in, let's chat, let's catch up, see what's going on in the world. Be really loud, apparently. All right. Okay. Ooh, I can't sit down, apparently. Okay. Let us see. Let's turn that. All right. Badger, bro. Apparently, there's activity out there that he wants to participate in. Badger. Hello, it is Lara Joe, just dropping the details and the comments. We're gonna do, I brought out a bunch of singing bowls today to be able to do some energy clearing that way. Obviously I have my handy dandy cards and my intuition. So come on in, let's hop along, see what we have. Grab your tea, grab your water, grab a snack should you so need. Yeah, it's been a very busy day, energetically. Received a lot of downloads from Source to process through and think on, noodle on, which I love. Yeah, I'm just hanging out, enjoying the weather, enjoying the day. How about you? Come along and say hey, say hello. Tell me what you're up to. So we have bale, like B-A-L-E. Let's say that's a bale of hay for harvesting. And we have a bird. So flying. We are setting ourselves free with the harvesting that we've been creating. We have AA. Some of you may need to go to AA. Let's see what else. And ooh. Oh my gosh, I don't know. We'll just be silly like that. Okay. Let us see. I'm actually going to start off with a sacral energy clear. Let's bite this bitch. Alright, so we're going to clear the sacral chakra. This has to do with our sexuality, our roots. I also have the root chakra out here too. You know, I'll grab that too. So we're going to release anything that is holding us in our old and stuck patterns. So anything that's rooting us to our past, whether that be our parents' old ideas about who we need to be and how we need to show up in the world, whether that be our own old ideas about who we need to be or how we need to show up in this world. So let's clear it, yeah? Yeah. So root chakra. us is having to deal with our sexuality and how we identify with those around us. So how do you feel it vibrating throughout your body? Those kind of off in the frame. All right, so let's shuffle in, see what cards we want to see today. The bottom here is red flags. So what red flags do you need to be steering clear of, watching out for? In my mind's eye, I see based off the letters, I see my former neighbor's name, which was Ablai. So feral, when do we need to be feral? Okay. Being feral is a good thing. It means that you are willing to be your own person, your own creature. So don't let being called feral scare you. Means that no one else can do what you do. Self-care. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you breathing, resting, drinking water, meditating? Take care of your feral little heart, my friend. All right. Billionaire. You're going to be a billionaire. This was a discussion that I had the other day, is that if you are going to have mass amounts of money, you can't be around everyone else. You can't be everybody's friend. You can't have a big circle, because all those friends are going to be jealous and they're going to want to take what you have. They're going to love and gaslight you. So know that self-care is being willing to stand apart from others. And podcasts, we're going to talk about it. Beautiful. So I'm going to put those aside for just a moment and we'll come back to them. So how are you harvesting and taking flight with your own self-care, being your own person, saying, you know what, that didn't work for everyone else, so, and I'm not like everyone else, so it's not going to work for me. Being willing to stand apart, step apart, and say, nope, no more. Okay. So let's get into the tarot. See what we need to know. Okay. The Hermit. Go within. So again, going to that self-care, being rich and abundant in yourself, not letting others gaslight you, being willing to be different because you are different, so don't try to be like everyone else. Go within. Your light is within. That's self-healing. So I love that that comes out as confirmation. In order to reach the gains and harvest, you have to be willing to go within to gain the answers. Strength. This takes great strength. It takes great strength to cut out anyone that is not for you. It takes great strength to stand by yourself. Here's kind of the biggest thing in dating. if you can't sit alone with yourself, how do you expect other people to sit with you? Like, if you don't like your own company, if you have to constantly be seeking other people, how do you expect anybody else to want to hang out with you? So utilizing that great strength to find your courage, find your strength to sit alone for a little bit. Yeah. Hermit is Virgo energy, very stable, grounded. Strength is Leo energy. It's fiery, it's passionate. It's also having the courage to tame the beast within you. 3 of Cups. So 3 of Cups, this can be either third party involvement or this can be a celebration. So 3 of Cups, let's see what the clarifier on that is. And then I'll speak on it in a moment. See what we need to know. Okay. Okay, so with Hermit, and there's tons of fire energy out here. So Hermit is going within. It's Hermeticism is taking care of yourself, self-healing. Strength is, it's heavy Leo energy. It's heavy fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I speak to that to speak to this because we also have Knight of Wands out here. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius also. And then Ace of Wands. So what it feels like is the needing to go within and take care of you, because there's been interference, and having the strength to do that for yourself, like being able to say, you know what, I have to go within to cultivate my own life and my own passions. What's been happening here is we have 3 of Cups, so that's third party interference. Knight of Wands, that's someone who's been using too many wands, like out there just spreading themselves all over the place. Think player. No bueno. Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands, we're going to, once we can go within, we have the strength to sit with ourselves, and it's hard. And sometimes I like to sit in front of the mirror and talk to myself. So Ace of Wands, that'll bring in that spark, that passion, that love, that fiery energy that you need. That's like the breath of fresh air or the breath of fire within to stoke the fires. So if you've been dealing with someone who has left you feeling like shit, like they're just playing me, let them go. Okay? So you have Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. You will bring in your love and energy that you freaking need. So I don't know what's going on with my candles, and that's fine. Ace of Cups, so you're bringing in your love cup of offer along with Ace of Wands. So letting go of people, places, things that are interfering in your life and your relationships, cutting them out. And again, this could be centered around a Knight of Wands, like that energy of like, yeah, we're passionate one second and the next second they don't know your name. Yeah, no thanks. So 6 of Swords, we are being moved away safely, almost as if the divine is coming in and saying, you know what, sir, you know what, madam, we're going to take you out of this safely. Okay? 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is listening to the messages, and messages don't always have to be text. They don't always have to be obvious. It can be subtle. It's like that nudge in you that says, you know what, move. Sometimes it's the most subtle of whispers and wings that you say, you know what, okay. Hanged Man, changing our perspective on the situation, being willing to put ourselves upside down to say, you know what, this isn't serving me. This isn't making me happy. I don't want to keep doing this with these people. Okay. I'm going to clear out the energy there. Okay, so take a big breath in, and again, this is dealing with sexuality. This is dealing with those old programming, those patternings that we've gotten since childhood, telling us how we need to live and who we need to be. So take a big breath in, blow it out. Hey, Candy Yams, how are you? I was just doing a little energy clear with the root or with the sacral chakra bowl. How are you? Come on in. The water is the water. All right. In this world, it's been I've been getting a lot of messages from Source, a lot of downloads and information. So it's been quite busy in this world, and that's okay. Let me pull out some letters. Let's see. I'm upright. I'm breathing. We're going to pull out some letters, see what we need to say. Let's see what the... okay. So we have MK and AIM and V. So that can be AIM or MIA, MAME, Kim. There's some letters out there. Yeah. The first words I had were bail and bird taking flight. How are we harvesting? How are we bringing in what it is exactly that we want for our lives? So, yeah. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. Two of Pentacles. We are balancing our finances. So Two of Pentacles, we are balancing our finances. And then 10 of Pentacles, we are hitting the mother load. And King of Swords. So this could be a masculine energy of Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Or it could be a feminine sitting in that very masculine energy of cutting out anything that is not for the highest good. It's intellectual. It's thought process. It's saying, you know what? This is no longer for me. So I'm going to cut out anything that does not fill me. I love that for us. So Two of Pentacles, we're going from, like I say, balancing to 10 of Pentacles, having financial wealth and prosperity and sitting in that energy because we make the hard decisions, the tough calls. Okay, so Hanged Man, it's changing our perspective. It's changing our perspective, changing our thought patterns around money and love and family and what we want and what we need to create a healthier life. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, I had to make sure because I was like, maybe it was Queen of Swords, but it's Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles, we are becoming earth rich. That's like embodiment of that bold, beautiful, fertile. We have what we want. We have what we need. Life is good. So let's see what other information we need. Okay. So Knight of Pentacles, this is, we've been building slow and steady. Knight of Pentacles is like the slowest energy in the tarot deck, except it's the most abundant because it moves slow, it's methodical, it takes its time. This is all heavy earth, so Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, becoming stable in our financial situations. Four of Swords, it's releasing ourselves from those mental imprisonments, saying, you know what, this no longer satisfies my needs. I've been betrayed. I've been left out in the cold. I have to sleep with a sword over my head. I have to sleep with one under my bed. Let's not do that anymore. And Nine of Discs, we're financial, we're abundant, we're beautiful. So I love that for us. Hiya, Arenio. Girl, I'm glad you're in. I've been thinking about you all day. Let's see. Okay, Ace of Cups. We're going to be filling our cup of love. All right. Let me pull some letters for you, Mother Love. Let me pull some letters for you. I'm curious if that is going. Oh. Let's pull some letters, see what we got going on. Ace of Cups, we're getting our love cup filled, okay? I know it doesn't feel like it this second. We will. So I have A-R-U and A, or R-U and A-A, however you want to read those. The first letters out to start the read were bale and a bird. So it's like, how are we harvesting and how are we being set free to fly away on our own? How are we setting ourselves free based upon our harvest? I love Ace of Cups came out, so that's how are we filling our love cup. We're getting that love cup offer that we didn't know that we had, wanted, need, or desired. 10 of Wands, we're putting down those passions, those players that have been leading us astray. We're saying, no more. That's not my burden to carry. Oh, hold on. I wrote a quote this morning coming up off of meditation. These are not my chains to wear. These are not my burdens to bear. So when someone wants you to take their karma, these are not my chains to wear, and these are not my burdens to bear. Okay, my love? So I'm actually going to put that in the chat. So when people want you to carry their accountability, nope. Sometimes we have to move out of people's way because we are stopping them from receiving their karma. So let's not do that. So Ace of Cups, if we want that love cup offer, we have to put down 10 of Wands, those burdens that they want us to carry on our back. No, thank you. It's too heavy. Let it go. Let it go. So yeah. Let's see what other cards want to scream at us. Okay, but before I do that, we're gonna tap the sacral chakra. This is where we identify with those old patterns that our parents have put in us. Those are those generational chains about who we're supposed to be, our sexuality, what we're supposed to show up and behave in the world. So let's let it go. Take a big breath in, blow it out. Do not allow everyone else's outdated patterns of who you are supposed to be hold you in misery. Irene, I had so many freaking downloads come through, like spiritual enlightenment yesterday and this morning. It's been, and great as well. It's like I feel like I got hit with like a shower. I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah. I put together a lot of past life stuff. Like past life stuff. Badger. No. You know that that's naughty. Okay. Strength. All right, my love. Strength. We have to use that courage in us to tame the lion. Okay? And this is King of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We're having to use strength when it comes to a masculine and their fiery energy. Yeah. Okay. Baby step. You know what? Like, okay, so baby stepping. You don't have to do everything today. You don't have to be brave completely today. As long as you are one step ahead of where you were yesterday. And it's okay to backslide. It's okay to breathe, rest, drink water, meditate. You can cuss, you can scream, you can cry. You can lose your shit. Make sure you get up again, okay? Yes. Let's start. Okay, so I'm going to actually ring the sound bowl with that. So that is what our mantra is going to be. These are not my chains to wear, and these are not my burdens to bear. Okay, so big breath in, blow it out. These are not my chains to wear, and these are not my burdens to bear. These are not my chains to wear, and these are not my burdens to bear. Okay? You do not have to hold on to other people's mistakes as your accountability. Let that shit go immediately. Okay. Ooh, 2 of discs. We're balancing our finances. Okay? This situation has left us in a juggling act. If you see on this card, they are on a tightrope. It's 2 women walking on a tightrope trying to balance their finances. So whatever this is, set those burdens down because it's putting you in an imbalanced state. You're precariously balanced, and that's a no bueno, my love. So these are not my chains to wear, and these are not my burdens to bear. Hermit. Oh my gosh. Hermit. So this is that Virgo energy. It's going within. Your light is within. You carry your light. You carry your light. It's not outside of you. The only way it's outside of you is when you're carrying that lantern in your hand and you're making that trek and that solace. Okay? So, you are the light bearer for your own life, not anyone else. Okay? Okay. And I only serve to either confirm or deny what you're feeling or what messages may come through that you're like, oh shit, how did she know? Okay. Let's see what those... Okay, well apparently it wanted to reiterate that. And then we'll just go, so... Okay. So on the bottom, the devil. Being stuck in those patternings, those chains. So this is Capricorn energy. This is keeping us stuck in that, like, addictions. It's keeping us stuck in those patterns. Whenever I think of my Capricorn that I have in my life, it's like he has major OCD, and like to the point of where like watching that one clean is so painful because something that should be a 15-minute job takes him an hour. So it's that needing to be stuck in our old patternings, and that's no. I mean, I love Capricorns, and they're so incredibly fucking hardworking, but they're also very set in their ways, so very stuck in that 3D mulish pattern. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is logical decisions, cutting away anything that is not for you. This is like that aha, light bulb moment. So some of the cards came back out as repeaters. So 10 of Wands, setting down those burdens, setting down those heavy burdens that we just cannot carry. Ace of Cups, it's affecting our love. It's affecting how we pour into our cup. It's affecting how other people are able to pour into our cup. This is where it gets Temperance. Sagittarius, that wounded healer, finding that balance. Sagittarius is 14, which adds up to 5, needing the change in life and love, but knowing what is our wounding and what do we need to let go of. And Sagittarius is it's like a flash pan, like their temper is like and burn up completely. So it's how do you temper that flame and that fire? The lovers. Once we let go of all of this, we bring in that soulmate, that love cup of offer. This is Gemini energy. And Gemini, it's not even so much Gemini, it's like that twin, that duality. Like they always say Gemini is, two-faced. No, what it is they are the same person reflected in two counterparts. Before I start shuffling again, King of Pentacles on the bottom. We're bringing in that counterpart that is financially stable. He's grounded. He's rational. This is like sugar daddy, not sugar daddy, but like that wealthy, abundant energy. So how are we harvesting and letting go of anything that is not for us, setting ourselves free from those burdens? Okay, it's scary yet necessary. We can add that as it's scary yet necessary. You know what? I will add that as an affirmation down in the comments too. Remember, I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you're scared. I don't care if you pissed yourself. I don't care if you're pissed off. Do it. The biggest and most beautiful things that have come in my life have come from doing the hard thing, the scary thing. So do it. No one else can do it for you. We can guide you. We can cheer you on. We can say, I love you. I see you. You have to make the first step off the line. So it's scary yet necessary, okay? It's like when we start a sport, like nobody's good when they first start something, right? Yet the only way you get good or become better is by doing it. Even when you're scared, even when you're tired, even when you're pissed. 7 of Wands, we've had too many wands, too much like fiery but not satisfying us energy coming at us. So we're having to protect ourselves from all of these wands coming. It's no fun, no bueno, okay? It's scary yet necessary. It's like when I told one of my girlfriends, and I was like, the end is coming, no matter what. Like, we're all going to end at some point, but do you want to end today at the hands of some other man? Or do you want to write your own story and try and at least change your ending? So when people are facing an adversary, it's, do you want him to write your story, or do you want to write your own story? So be brave enough to stand up and write your own story. 3 of Discs, keeping us in that financial instability, that lack, that like, oh, I can't get it together. So do it scared. Okay? I know. Okay. Well, the sun. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Here comes the sun. It's all coming, my loves. You just gotta do it. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. So, so Princess of Discs, we have those energy patterns around finances. We got stuck with old energy patterns around finances. So releasing it. 5 of Discs, it has to change. We have to say, you know what? I would rather be the creator, the writer of my own destiny. This has to be different. There's so many freaking beautiful cards that came out with all this. Okay, so judgment is called. Judgment is being called. Whether that be your own internal process and judgment. And generally that's how it has to start. Like, we have to call judgment on it first and say, you know what? 10 toes down. I can't do this anymore. There's no more in me to be able to do this. So you're welcome, Candy Yams. I'm glad that brought you some nuggets. 6 of Discs, we have to balance those finances. We have some balance. We have some finances, and we have to balance. We have to bring it into play. Okay, so 4 of Discs, we've been holding on to every pentacle that we have because we're afraid of what's going to happen. When you are brave enough to say, this is what I want, and I want something different, I know it looks scary as hell. It looks messy as hell. The universe will say, okay, bet, I'm here for you. I'm here for it. Let's go. So when you say, I'm willing, because the Fool came out here as well. So the Fool is not knowing where you're going, not knowing how it's going to work out, not knowing if it's going to work out, play out, anything. The Fool is like, you know what? I don't know, but anything's got to be better than this. Like, I can no longer stay in this stuck pattern. So once you call judgment on it, you say, you know what? I'm out. I can't keep doing this. The universe will support you. You may not know where you're going. You may have your bag packed. You're like, I don't know where I'm going, but I am going to go. 6 of Swords, we're being moved to safety. We're being plucked up and moved to safety, okay? It's scary as hell. And again, we don't know how or when or where or anything. Yet we will be moved, okay? And the world. The world is your oyster, my love. The world is your oyster, and it is open. It's all turning in our favor. Judgment has been called. And don't worry about what's going on with that, motherfucker. Worry about, like, you. Because I guarantee, when I leave people, because I leave people, and I'm like, they're like, you didn't check on me. I was like, no, because I knew that you did me wrong, and I gave you every chance to not. And I know that, and they'll be like, well, you didn't get petty. I was like, no, because I know that whatever is coming after me is going to do a much bigger job on you than I could have. So letting the universe, like, not being petty, just saying, you know what, universe can take the wheel. Because whoever that person that did you wrong, whoever they meet next, that's going to be a nightmare. Okay? So don't get hung up. Don't want to swing or clap back or get petty. Just know that whoever's coming next for that person, once they've done you wrong, as long as you move with a pure heart, they're going to meet their match. And then you'll hear 3 years down the road how that person completely destroyed their life. And so, my friend, don't take matters in your own hand. Just say, you know what, I'm ready for a change. Call judgment, meaning, like, let it go. 8 of Cups, you've done all the emotional work that you can. You've put in all the blood, the sweat, the tears, the heartache. Walk away, okay? You've done everything you can. Walk away. You'll be happy you did. And it may not come today that you'll be happy. It may not come tomorrow. But 5 years from now, oh my gosh. It's so hard when you leave, like, super toxic, abusive situations. Yet, story time for that. Like, I didn't want to leave the situation they had, except for the day that I moved out. Instead of crying, like, I was laughing, singing, dancing. And yes, it's been super fucking hard, and I have a lot of shit that's been piled on. That being said, I also look at it now and I'm like, I am so thankful. Yeah. You'll be so thankful in 2 weeks when you did the really hard thing you didn't think you could do. In 2 weeks when you're like, I did that and I didn't even blink. You're going to be so thankful. And in 2 years when you are having coffee on a Sunday morning with your love of your life and you just woke up and they made you breakfast. I'm just using that as, like, you'll be like, oh my God, why didn't I leave that situation years earlier? So it doesn't happen right away. And sometimes it does. Sometimes you feel that relief. You're like, oh, okay. It's like for me, when I gave up drinking, like the day my divorce became final was the last day I had a drink. And it was and I realized after the fact, I was like, because I never had to put myself around my family or my ex, who all they wanted was for me to drink. And that was the only way that I could be around them. Like, I don't know why on my divorce day, I was like, I no longer need a drink. I mean, I do want them sometimes, but I didn't need a drink because I knew that I never had to sit across from that person and listen to them say the most vile shit. So, you can be scared. Remember, you can be scared, you can cuss, you can scream, you can cry. Just keep moving. Even if it's like literally 1 tiny centimeter in the sand at a time. Some progress is better than nothing. I'm doing a general collective read right now. If you want to tap in and see if it resonates. I am Lara Jo, SirenSong lover. If you can donate to my ministry, it is greatly needed and appreciated right now. That's Prince of Wands. So Knight of Wands, we have someone who has been sitting in their player energy. Knight of Wands, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've been playing too much and it's time to walk away from that, because before that we had 8 of Cups. We've done the emotional work. We need to let it go. You can totally tap in and get a general reading. If you want to do like a specific, that's always done through sewing into the ministry, and or we can book a service outside of here. But other than that, it's collectives. Donating into the ministry is greatly appreciated, so that way I can keep bringing forth this. So I can keep helping everyone and everything and bring in the knowledge and bring in the tea. Okay, I'm going to ring the symbol out really quick. So the mantra we're going to say, and then we'll start pulling some more cards. These are not my chains to wear, and this is not my burden to bear. These are not my chains to wear. This is not my burden to bear. So take a big breath in. Blow it out. These are not my chains to wear, and this is not my burden to bear. Okay? Let go of the thought process that everyone else wants you to carry, and be your own individual. Be brave enough to say, your old patterns don't work for me. These are not my chains to wear, and these are not my burdens to bear. Okay, so clearing out that energy. All right. The Fool was on the bottom, so the Fool saying, I'm ready to go out on my own adventure. I don't care what anyone has to say, think, feel. It's my life, okay? It's my life. All right. Oh, let's see. Okay. So Death, this is Scorpio energy. We're going to pull, so Death is 13, which is the number M in the letter M. So what are we letting go of with the letter M? What scorpionic energy are we transforming, transmuting, and saying, no more? Princess of Swords, this is, we adopted like a biting, cutting energy around whatever it is that we need to let go of. So no more. Those are mind games. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Three of Swords. Okay. Three of Swords. There's been heartbreak, deception, third parties. We've been left out, like just cut and bleeding. Five of Swords. It needs to change. And you have to open your eyes to it and say, I can't anymore. So letting it go. Don't hold on to the things that are not filling your cup. The Moon. So the Moon, there's secrets. They've been hiding. So Pisces is the Moon. There's secrets that have been hiding. This is heavy swords energy. So Aries, Leo, or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Like I say, Death is Scorpio, so letting go. The Moon is Pisces. This is dealing around emotions. This is dealing around deceptions, heartbreak, betrayals, pain. No more. No more. You're worth more than that. And Justice, so heavy Libra energy. This is, justice is like, this is karmic justice. This is the divine has said, okay, we can't. We're done. So every lie, deception, heartbreak around you that's been going on, it's done. And again, you have to call that with within yourself first, and then it will be called outside of you. So everything starts internal and then ripples external. So once you finally say, you know what, I can no longer do this, you let it go and it goes. That was the other part. The day that my divorce became final, like I mentally had... like I had an ego death, but it was also like I buried that woman that was married to that man mentally. I'm never going to be able to be the same woman that person wanted me to be, because all that was around me was heartbreak, deception, lies. It's like, yeah, you know, everything that's done in the dark. So it's mentally saying I'm done and no longer ever being able to fit back into that role. Okay, so Prince of Wands, again, this has been around a player energy, fiery, passionate, but they're not consistent. They don't show up. They burn everything to the ground and then take off. It's like, yeah, a night of pleasure, but then tomorrow they're gone and you don't know if you're ever going to see them. And why would you want to build with someone like that? The world closing out those chapters, saying, okay, I'm done. And King of Pentacles or King of Discs, so saying, okay, I am going to sit in my beautiful, financial, abundant energy. This is the boss daddy. So once you let go of the fuck shit, you can bring in the boss daddy that's going to financially take care of you. Or you are the boss daddy and you can financially take care of everyone else. So knowing who to let go of and who needs to go along with the adventure. One of the things I said is that I saw who gave me a hard time when I was having a hard time. So when I'm up, those are people that do not get a place at my table. They do not get to sit and eat my food because I saw how they robbed me, stole, lied, cheated, made my life harder when I needed them the most. So sitting when you're up, remember who was there for you when you were down. Please let me know if that resonates. Drop a thumbs up or a hell yeah, or I see you, I feel you. 3 of Cups, again, there's been deceptions, betrayals, heartbreaks. This is people having fun at your expense. Prince of Swords, Knight of Swords. You have to use that discernment, that rapid movement to say, you know what, this isn't for me. You're not my friend. I'm out. 5 of Swords, it needs to change. There needs to be change. 5 is always about transformation. 5 is innovation. It's saying this doesn't work. I can't keep doing it. We're out. And the Moon. Again, there's deceptions, heartbreaks, betrayals. We can no longer support that. Okay? Okay. Whew. We're gonna clear out the singing bowl. So take a big breath in, blow it out. These are not my chains to wear, and these are not my burdens to bear. And it's scary yet necessary. Okay. Okay. Let's pull into take a sip of tea and enjoy that moment because that was heavy and there was a lot in there, and let's let our system integrate for a moment. Let us pull out. I'll leave Bail out there and the bird and the AAOO. I'm going to pull some more letters and see what intuitive messages we get off of that. And then we'll pull some cards on that. Really gonna get into this bag because I feel like I only hit a certain set of letters somehow. Okay, so I have Mott, M-O-T-T, and U-K. So for me, or Tom. So when I see U-K, I think about how, like, patterns, like being chained to the past, like, when I see UK, I think of colonization and how they've tried to keep us chained to the motherland or to our past, to patterns that are not serving our best interests. And that may just be because yesterday this song from Hamilton came on, and I don't love Hamilton, yet I do enjoy some of the songs, like the story of Hamilton that they brought to Broadway and then to Disney as a movie kind of really pisses me off. But there's this song where the King of England is singing, like, you'll be back, soon you'll see, you'll remember you belong to me. So that feeling like they have ownership over you, and that couldn't be any further from the truth. You are meant to grow and go where you find happiness and love, not where you are chained to the past. So being brave enough to say, this is not my circus, this is not my monkeys. I know the ringleader, but stop going to the show. Okay? Tinfoil hat. Run with your conspiracies. Because typically whatever your intuition, that conspiracy is telling you, is probably dead balls on right. It's like when you think someone's cheating, they're like, oh, you're crazy, I'm not cheating. And then you find out, really, you were not wrong. And this is because that person's a bitch. They wanted to lie to you so that you would conform to the ideas or the patterns that they needed. So let it go. Follow your crazy conspiracy theories. You are the unicorn. You are majestic. You are not meant to be kept in anyone else's ideas, standards, parallels for your life. Okay? All right. Land back. You're getting everything back that you want, need, desire. You must be willing to stand up and start the process for yourself. Fight for you. Fight for your life. Fight for your love. Here's what I told one of my girlfriends last week. I said, if you must fight for your life, fight like you are the third monkey on the ramp to the ark and it started raining. Get your life back, no matter how hard, scary, vampire. And it actually came out in reverse, so vampire in reverse. Everything that they've been siphoning off of you is no longer able to sustain them. They are trying to take something that is not theirs. Cult leader, this is someone who's gotten away with it for a very long time, and it's time for them to be put in their place. Those that have been violating our free will, that is a violation of universal law. To violate someone's free will is universal law, and it's man-made law too. You cannot impose your will upon others. So people that are trying to keep you chained to the past, that is not their place. It triggers them though. When you decide to take off that cape of what they've been trying to put on you, bearing their burdens, it's going to trigger them. I had that thought process, or I had that little lesson come up, is that everyone was okay when I was doing exactly what they wanted me to do. Yet once I finally said I needed more, or I needed this, or I needed that, they got really mad. And they're like, nobody else has a problem. I'm like, yeah, because I was taking care of everyone else. Of course no one else had a problem. Yet when I asked to be taken care of, that I had needs, wants, desires that were being unmet, it was a problem. So podcast. Talk about it. Talk about it to yourself. Talk about it to the people you love. Talk about it. Write your story. Write your story. That's the big thing that I'm going to start working on soon, is putting my story into words, because other people need to hear it. Other people need to know. You don't know who you're going to save by being brave enough to talk about it. You don't know who you're going to be brave enough, who you're going to save by being brave enough to stand up and say no more. You don't know who that saves. So by all means, please talk about it. Trigger people. That's their problem, not yours. Just keep yourself safe, okay? Please keep yourself safe. All right. Unicorn popping out again, and then tinfoil hat. It is not a conspiracy theory that you're the unicorn. You were never meant to fit in. You always came here to stand out. That's why you incarnated this lifetime. I was speaking on this with someone that I love dearly. I said, it was in regards to someone had been speaking on the concentration camps. And the woman said, she's like, my grandmother knew that she was going to perish. So she got out of line. And because she was brave enough to get out of line and fight for her fucking life, I was born. That was the granddaughter's story. And the thing that I said to the person I love, I go, I knew that the end was going to come for me, but I was willing to be brave enough and stand out of line so that other people could get out too. So I know that's whatever. It's just be willing, be brave enough to say no more. I'm done. This stops here. We can't. Okay, messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle. And I kind of want to pull from my homemade deck a little bit. We'll see. Okay, well that was a lot, except for maybe that's what it needed. Okay. 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 So, the first card out is Butterfly, Regeneration. So we know that once the caterpillar starts going through the process, it has to continue. So regeneration, this is inevitable. That's number 3. And then we have Waterfall in reverse, which is 42 or 6. It's in reverse, and it's persistence. And that is the trick with water, is it doesn't take a lot. It's just that sometimes that waterfall starts because one drip one day found the path of least resistance. So you know you have to change. And persistence in reverse, it's like, you know it's going to happen naturally, and you know it has to happen, so stop fighting it. That persistence is like, sometimes it's like the path of least resistance to get to the goal. 25, Mountain, which is 7, that's our options. It's intention. So maybe you know that it's going to happen, just how do you focus your intention and what options you need to follow upon. I also had a beautiful reminder yesterday. It's, why are you crying? Because if you give it to God, the faith of a mustard seed can move a mountain. So it's the intention that you put behind it. If you're upset, realize that your obstacles can be moved by just having a little tiny seed of faith. Give it to God. Or give it, I say God, but I mean like universe, source, creator, whatever you consider the divine source, give it up to them. Have faith. Ask for that huge obstacle to be moved. I speak on when my mother was passing away, and I had a lot of anger and hurt, and justifiably so, towards my mother. And I found out in a very short amount of time she was passing, which was intentional on my family's part. Yet And I was like, I don't, and somebody laid down my heart. They're like, you have to forgive. And I was like, I can't. And that is actually the point where I told my ancestors, my guides, my spiritual team, I said, this is above my comprehension level, or this is above my pay grade. Like, I can't handle this burden. And I gave it up to them. And I actually found peace and comfort, and I was able to send my mother healing in her final days. Because I said, you know what, it's that faith in getting assistance from an outside source, from a higher source. So knowing which to water your intentions into and being focused on that. And hurricane centered, number 18, which is 9. So once you focus your energy, you're going to be able to complete the task and the mission, okay? So don't fight so hard against the natural progression. All right. Let us see. Wilderness Untamed, which is 43 and 7. If you've been holding yourself in a routine, imagine all the options that are going to come out when you decide to let yourself be free. Imagine all the beautiful sides of yourself you're going to discover when you finally say, I can't fit in your box, I'm no longer going to. Because if you look at like butterfly, if you're like a caterpillar and you're like, okay, I must grow, I must go where I can. When you allow yourself to be free and explore with your wings, your whole world opens up. Be brave enough to take flight. Be brave enough to go through the pain of transformation, and then be brave enough to take flight once you have your wings. Owl intuition, this is 28, which breaks down to 10 or to 1. We are using our intuition to close out chapters that are no longer meant for us and open up to the new possibilities of what we need, love, want, and desire. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let us see. Okay, so I have a deck that I kind of pulled together. I'm gonna shuffle through, see if anything pops out for you. These are kind of like the criminal confirmations. Okay, so there's people that have been playing around with us, and this is where I say you need to go. If it's you or them, you need to go. There's been some stuff dealing with the Eastern Stars and a truck driver and an incurable STD. So letting go of those people, places, things. Don't say like, oh, that's my mama. If you know your mama's an Eastern Star and you know she's not doing things to be of best to you, let her go. Don't live her pattern. You know there's a truck driver and he's out playing where you shouldn't be playing. Let him go. Whoever you're dealing with hates children. They hate children. Let's not. They are a fraud. And there's a missing child. And whoever this is that has nastiness going on, that hates children, and there's children messing around them, they're afraid of the things that go bump in the night. Even though they want to create things that went bump in the night, they are afraid of the things going bump in the night. All right. Let's see if there's any other cards that want to pop with this. Pop goes the weasel. Okay. There's someone having to do with Paraguay or Bolivia. Don't ask me to point those out to you on the map. I am awful at geography. Those were just the ones that came through the other day when I was channeling into this deck. There's a fake priestess, priest, or warlock that's been fucking with your life. And, you know, the problem is when they try to fake things, when something real happens, they have no idea how to fix it. That is the challenge of it all. I've watched that be happening. You've been put in isolation for protection. Rejection. I love that they came together because I was just about to say it. Rejection is protection. I was about to say it before I even saw it. So, even though sometimes you're put in isolation, you're like, oh man, like I feel lonely, or there's no one around, or no one. No, that's for your protection. There's been a HIPAA violation. They've been messing with your charts. That's messed up. And there's big crimes and big problems with that. So whoever's been playing where they shouldn't be, it's not good. We have the state of Arizona. We have abducted. And we have life insurance policy cashed. So whoever has been playing around in your charts, that's because they've cashed some money on you. Which, let us see what else we need. And then I may have to take a minute to take a break and stand up. DNA, they've tried to plant your DNA somewhere, or they've been trying to get your DNA. Let's see. That's too many. Let's see. Okay, I'll take those two back to back, and then I'm going to stand up and take a step from it. So the name David could be relevant to all of this, or and somebody has a sexually transmitted demon. Walk away from anyone that has a sexually transmitted demon. That is the challenge. If you truly knew who you were sleeping with, you wouldn't want to sleep with everyone. If you could see their soul and how ugly and disgusting they were, you would never want them to touch you or your life or anything. That was one of the lessons I had pop out the last few days. And like some of the people that were in my environment, I was like, yeah, if I could see their soul, because they were masking super hard. If I could see their soul, I would not have let them anywhere near my life. Paraguay or Bolivia came back out again. I'll take these two cards and then I'm going to take a break. Abducted, HIPAA violation, messed with your chart, Arizona, or the initials AZ. Rejection is protection and isolation. And this is having to deal with a fake priestess, priest, or warlock. So people playing where they shouldn't be playing, which that's a lesson. I always like to think of the, if you've ever seen the movie Ghost, where the main actress, she tries to play like she's a medium, and then she's a fake medium, and then when she actually has to be a medium, she gets really freaked out because she was just like, I was just playing. And it's like, no, if you fake it long enough, you will make it, except for you may be faking and or asking for things that you don't actually want to be asking for, because if you don't know what you're doing, you can get yourself in huge trouble. All right, let's see. We're gonna do one more. Fire. So this could be dealing with a fire sign, or they could be trying to set fire to your house or your foundation, or set your life up in flames. And that's, no, we're not doing that here. We're setting ourselves free. Okay, my friends, give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm going to silence you guys for a minute so you don't hear all the bumps going around in my house. There's a lot. Oh, let me move my drinks too, because otherwise my friends will help themselves to them. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? No. Okay. That's me and my singing. Alright. We're gonna pull from a different tarot deck. And actually I'm gonna ring the root chakra, the root. So take a big breath in, blow it out. Okay. We're gonna pull into this tarot. On the bottom of the deck is Ten of Swords. That is, we've been betrayed. We've had every sword in our back. Rock bottom. We cannot go any further into the low. So, what are the recommendations that we need on that? I'll get a few more cards. Okay. So Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords is stalemate energy. So in the reverse, like we were stuck and now we are unstuck. It's like, okay, we're finally deciding it's time to be done. Nine of Swords is that higher enlightenment saying, you know what, I can no longer play in this energy. It's done. Hierophant, number 5. So Hierophant is Taurus energy. It's very grounded. It's stable. It is connected to divine source. It's intuitive. It's saying, you know what, this is affecting my stability. Hierophant is like, think of the Pope. It's higher knowledge. So saying all of this, I was stuck before. I was in a stalemate. I couldn't move forward. And now saying it's done. We're over. We can't. And releasing yourself. Making that decision to say enough is enough. Today I move. Today I'm out. Okay, Ten of Swords, come out again. Tower on the bottom there. So Tower is saying everything must go. It can no longer stand on faulty foundation. Towers aren't always bad though. It's like Tower comes in and says, you know what, we're done. We can't go. This is, gotta go. We're out. Which I may actually be out pretty soon myself. Probably about that time for right now. Okay. So, Tower, everything must go. And 7 of Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. So we've been keeping ourselves held in that position. We haven't made the logical decision, not because we don't want to, it's just like we don't know how. So the Tower comes in, it says, nope, everything's out. The Moon, this has been around secrets, betrayals, lies, things being done in the dark, hidden in the night. And that could be around, a lot of people have been doing moon rituals, it feels like recently, or has been coming up in the collective. And it's like, yeah, we can't hang around with people that are out there in the dark doing things to try and hurt us. Whether that be in dark rooms, whether that be doing moon rituals. The moon is things have been hidden in the dark. 9 of Swords mentally saying, okay, we're done. I've reached the point of being done because I have had all 10 swords in my back and it's time to go. All right, let's see. 7 of Pentacles. You've been planting your seeds and your options and money. It's time to focus on that. Focus on the business that feeds you, pays you, needs you. Cain, leave her alone, bro. She won't play with you. Cain. Okay. It's about to be a 9 of Swords with the kiddaroos there because they don't realize. Okay, Ace of Cups. I love it came out again. So Ace of Cups, we're filling our cup of love. We're bringing in that abundance, that abundance, love, even if it's self-love, filling your cup first. Okay, and the star. You are the star of your own life. You are the star of your own show. That's Aquarius energy. It's knowing what's best for you and rising above. Yes, let's talk about that. The star rises above. They're rare. It's rarefied air up there. So like, know that you are the star of your life. You are the main character. Don't let other people make you the accessory in your own life. Ace of Cups and another deck for confirmation, beautiful confirmation, and Two of Pentacles, balancing out your finances, bringing in your abundance. It's all turning in your favor, my friend. Hey, Badger, get out of there. Kane. Okay, well, it's about to be a showdown. It's about to be Hey! One of the fiery kittens deciding that he wants to start a fight with someone who's a lot meaner and older than him. So, okay. Those all came out together. I guess I'll read them all together. Ace of Swords, using that logic, that discernment. So in the other one, Ace of Swords was in reverse. Now we're just switching it to the upright. High Priestess, we are alchemizing, transmuting what we need, want, and desire. We're using every element within our environment to create our best life possible. The High Priestess is highly intuitive. It's the counterpart to the Hierophant. So whereas the Hierophant is stable and grounded in financial abundance and having that higher knowledge and enlightenment, High Priestess is thought process, intellectual, intuition, knowing what she needs, wants, desires. Two of Wands, we are balancing our wands. We are balancing our passions. We are bringing it into the place that we need. I love 2 8s came back to back. 8 of Swords, releasing ourselves from those mental imprisonments, saying that I can no longer continue on this cycle. 8 of Wands, getting the information coming to us. Those are messages, and they can be intuitive messages, they can be physical messages, they can be mail, they can be email, they can be text, they can be carrier pigeon, whatever way. You're getting the information that you need. And Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Your luck is turning. You will find stability, happiness, everything you've been looking for, wanting, and desiring. All right, so I'm going to hop out. I am Larry Joe, SirenSong lover. Should you wish to donate to my ministry, it is super, super needed right now. If you want to book a service, and I do sound therapy, I do tarot readings, I do all kinds of things intuitive. That can be done through SirenSonglover.in. And if you're on Ko-Fi, you can always buy me at Ko-Fi. I need help. Anyway, yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I may come back later and do more of a read. In reverse, Knight of Cups. So those people that were robbing from your cup, well, you're letting them go. And 10 of Cups, you will find your happiness, your wish fulfillment, love, family, stability, whatever it is you want, need, desire. Irene, I keep saying that. I say that all the time. Irene, if you want to chat on Discord, let me know, girl. And we can chat. I've got some things that I potentially want to talk with you about. And I kind of want to catch up with you and see everything going on. So anyway, bye guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Stay safe.